Rashed, man.
What's good?
Hey, we're back at it again.
Yes, sir. Back at it again with another episode.
To unmask unminds.
Yes, sir.
Where we say
things out loud that you're thinking.
And today's topic, this is a doozy one.
What you got, man? Let's hear it.
You know what's funny? So, we'll be fully transparent. We didn't really prepare for this.
Hey, man.
Like, usually, it would be like, I will get a text with a topic and say, we'll be talking about this today, and then we'll brainstorm. But today, we're winging it.
Man, winging it, bro.
And I feel this would be an interesting conversation because of the topic. And I feel like many of you guys are also asking yourself the same thing too. And I'm pretty sure you see by now the title, and you're wondering too. But without further ado, Rashed, let's start it off.
Let's get it.
This is gonna be deep.
Yeah.
Why do people get married?
Yeah. Let's kind of focus on why. First thing is why do people get married?
The why.
Yeah.
Okay. So, since you're married, why did you get married?
So I'm gonna start off by, just.
You wasn't ready for that, were you?
Yeah, I wasn't ready, man. Like, I wasn't ready, and I'm trying to think before I speak, but I'm also gonna be genuine, authentic about it, and very front, But personally, I got married because I feel like there's some type of commitment to marriage where it's like it's just more of a commitment and a connection where you don't have when you're in a regular relationship like boyfriend and girlfriend. So I like that piece of it because that shows that commitment to somebody like, hey, now you're more than just somebody I'm just dating. Also legacy. I mean, I believe that we're meant to be on this earth to build legacy, and so that meaning legacy is like not just career wise but family wise. Like, you're meant to spread your last name and your family tree through having kids, marrying the love of your life, because the man gives the woman his last name, that type of deal. So that's legacy. And also the idea, we talked about it where we were saying how when you get married, it challenges you, like, in a sense where you're going to go through phases in the marriage where it's going to change your mindset.
Wait, we didn't talk about this yet. This is off camera.
Well, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, that's just a little bit of some of the sauce.
Well, since we brought it up already,
yeah,
I'll dive into that, about the different phases.
Okay, let's go.
Well, you brought it up.
Well, I mean, so when we were talking about different phases, right?
Oh, that part.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we were having a sidebar conversation before about marriage, right? Where as we get older, we go to different phases of life. One, going to college, that's first phase that majority of people are going through, leaving the nest, having our parents be empty nesters, and then getting to college, finding a career, being a human being. Yo, we are definitely coined that term, human being. But there's a point in our lives that when we're dating or in a relationship, we do life on our own. And from there, as we get older, our parents may pass away. We get a newborn, have addition to our family. We move, job change, life happens. So all those events in our life, they change who we are as we grow older. And one thing about life, especially in dating, a relationship, and marriage, is a marathon, not a sprint. And I feel like a lot of people are missing that question when they think about what's the purpose of marriage and why do I get married? It's that why aspect of it. Because a lot of people, in my opinion, I think people dream of the wedding, but not the thereafter. What's your take?
I mean, definitely I can see where with the ending statement where you said people, they see the destination, like not the destination, but you said they see
the wedding,
the wedding,
but not the after part.
After part, yeah. So they see the wedding, the celebration. You know, those are the biggest things I think people look at when it comes to getting married, especially, not trying to be biased, but women, that they live for the celebration. You know, us men, when it comes to marriage, I feel like a lot of men, they just kind of like, it's up to them. They don't care for the celebration, the big celebration. In my opinion, they just kind of like, let's just go to the courthouse, get married. But to add to that, after what you were saying was, why don't they?
What do people don't think of after the wedding, after the I do's, after the honeymoon phase, that part?
Yeah, I mean, I think they don't think about the struggles you're gonna go through. I mean, marriage is not peaches and cream. It's kind of like one of those things where it's gonna challenge you, just like any relationship. I mean, if we all been in relationships before, whether it's boyfriend, girlfriend, you're gonna be challenged. A good partner is going to challenge you to become a better version of yourself. Mm-hmm. So you're not gonna just run into a relationship where it's gonna be perfect. It's definitely gonna show you yourself in the mirror, some flaws that you may have, because we're not perfect when we get in these relationships, and it's just a struggle. I mean, it's like you're being challenged, and yeah.
On that challenging point, so I got a question for you for that. Do you think people actually take dating, marriage seriously, or are they just going with the flow?
That's a good question, man. And so, do they take marriage seriously?
Well, let me ask you this, since you're married. Single guy here. Ladies. Married man here. So, on your phase, were you very intentional when you approaching marriage, or were you just going with the flow?
I think I was in the middle, man. Like,
in the middle?
Because I was intentional, because the reason I wanted to get married, behind me proposing and everything, was deep. Like, it had a deeper meaning, because I was thinking about it a lot, and the time we spent together, and I was trying to be intentional at a certain point after dating my wife now for so much time. Then it's like, after a while, I was like, okay, I feel like I've been in so many relationships at my age now where it's like, okay, what's the reason behind dating? I think dating is an experience in itself. I feel like you have to date a lot of people to get the experience, to know at some point, like, okay, how, I'm ready to be married.
Like who actually fits in your life? Like what qualities of a person do you actually need to fit in your life? Would you say that's the purpose of dating?
Yeah, I mean, quality is very important. I mean, also going back to that, like, my wife is like, she had a lot of qualities in her that I saw that made me choose her. Like, and a lot of those qualities have to do with things that I align with, so.
Then my deeper question to you is that you say you saw these qualities in your partner. Would you say, are those the same qualities that you're lacking, or is it qualities that you feel is more in alignment of where you're going?
I think it's qualities in alignment with where I'm going. Okay. So just like things like, seeing myself with getting a house, that's like alignment. Like, we both had the goal of getting a house. We were not previous homeowners, and the goal is to get a house. Just we're in alignment in a lot of things. So,
gotcha. Yeah, the reason why I asked is that about the qualities that if you're lacking, because I'm pretty sure with the dating market, you're lucky that you're not going through it. But
trust me, I understand.
But because of social media, they're not real life, but in social media, you see people are going after the person who has the bag, per se, or in a certain environment. That's why what I said earlier is an area that you're lacking, because some people get into relationships because there are certain areas that in their life that they're lacking. So they want to be matched up with a partner who is striving in it, so therefore that they'll feel complete and whole,
Yeah. Nah, I mean, I get what you're saying. I think for me, it was more like I'm a independent person, and I think I don't think nobody can really complete you, for sure. I mean, I think you have to complete yourself as a person. So when you're looking for somebody to complete you, I think that's the wrong way to go about it.
So we should blame movies and TV shows. Say that you complete me.
Hey, it's all a fairy tale, right? None of that stuff on movies is real life, man. Like I think a lot of it is just it's just made up, man. Like in a perfect world, of course, that would be nice, but.
So you wouldn't say people marry for love. So you wouldn't say people marry for stability then?
I mean, definitely. I agree people marry for stability. I believe stability is the biggest reason of being married. Because I think there are statistics out there that say men make more when they get married.
That is true. I saw those stats too. Then do people actually marry for love then?
I think people marry for love. I mean,
or is it both?
I mean, of course it's both. I think the stability piece is just
essential.
One of those things. It's essential. It's like it's a need. Like, but then again, I also believe in that if a person is not, like, let's just say two people are not stable, well, when they come together, they are able to be stable. That can create a healthy marriage too. I mean,
like harmony.
Yeah, like. I need you need me type of deal. Like our income combined makes us stable together.
So that's harmony. So eHarmony, if you see this video, please feel free to sponsor us.
Yes, sir.
I've been using Harmony because eHarmony dating app.
I never heard of eHarmony. What is that?
Oh, eHarmony is a dating website.
Oh, okay. Is that like the newest one?
It's old. It's been along since MySpace days.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got more experience than me in that.
I never signed up for it though, because you gotta pay for entry.
All I know about it is Bumble and Tinder. But yeah.
So on that, so what do you think the actual purpose of marriage then? Because you mentioned that if you guys are both stable, both are loving, so what is the purpose of marriage?
I mean, like for me, the purpose of marriage is to create legacy, commitment. You know, the type of commitment you can't get. I feel like, I think you can get that commitment without
being married,
but there's another type of commitment with being married that just sits differently. Like it's almost like we doing this together. Like, you know, the line "till death do us part." That's big.
We ride together. We die together.
You don't
bad boys for life.
You could say that with your boyfriend, girlfriend, but it's like it's not. They don't hit the same, because also you go through this whole ceremony of getting married. You know, walking down the aisle, all these emotional things, getting your family involved. That's the stuff you don't do when you're dating, just to get married. So that's more of an emotional tie. Like, that's not easy to just disconnect. That's more of a commitment.
But with today market, you see the numbers, you see the stats. People are divorcing left and right. It's 50% of marriage and a divorce, sadly.
Yeah, we saw that.
So
we actually watched a video about that with Jay Shetty.
Yeah, and so with that being said, because you mentioned about the commitment, the emotional aspect of it, so what caused it, would you say, to untangle? Like, what would say?
What causes
the relationship to untangle, to head down toward a divorce?
I mean, it's a lot of things. I mean, I feel like it's disconnection, you know, maybe not in alignment with each other in certain things. I feel like a lot of it has to do with, just not being on the same wavelength. I think, because I'm thinking back to like my past relationships when I felt like disconnected with my partner. I feel like those are the moments where that created the space that causes the maybe I need to step out on this relationship. And for marriage, I'm not sure. I'm still experiencing it myself, but it's like,
you're so young in the game. I got you.
Yeah, but it's like, I think, man, I can't even tell you. I just think it's a lot of it is just, it's depending on the relationship and the connection. It could be going back to mental health, trauma, all these things that play a big role. We don't even know, because a lot of people go through it and, you don't even know.
Yeah. That's fine. I never told you about what I believe the purpose of marriage.
Yeah, what is your opinion, man? Yeah.
So, as you know me, I hit you with the faith aspect.
Yeah, go ahead. Let them know. Go to church, man.
Take them to church? Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'll take them to church. So, as we were taught in biblically that in the book of Genesis, where that's where the first foundation of marriage will happen. Where we look at Abraham, and we look at is making a not before Abraham, Adam and Eve. They were the first showing of marriage, of relationship, and then we know that marriage is a covenant. What I mean by covenant is that marriage is not just you and your partner, it's you, your partner, and God.
Yeah.
So that way, in the Christian belief, we're all are striving to be like Christ-like. And I feel like with marriage, you hear that proverb about iron sharpens iron. I believe wholeheartedly that once married, we're both are put in this marathon. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon, where we are continuously trying to be living like Christ-like. Be that servant leader to love thy neighbor, love thy enemy. All that good stuff that is spoken in the Bible. But it's really trying to help us sharpen us to be more like Christ-like. And this is where another aspect I see it as, going back to what I mentioned earlier about the different phases of our lives. Because, yes, we will experience death in the family, newborns, empty nesters, change of career, change of job, change of environment, change of society. But having that partner to help keep you centered with Christ to the very end, that is the goal, I believe. Yes, legacy, absolutely, because I want a legacy. And to me, legacy is more than not just my last name being passed down, but more so my core values, you know? Because last name change, because who knows, if I had a kid, they may end up hating me, the one my last name, God forbid. Well, I want them to keep my core values, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Or even just having an impact on society and community. That's where a legacy will happen. Because not just in your bloodline, but people around you, you're leaving that legacy with. So with all that being said, have you ever seen a successful marriage before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my parents are in a successful marriage, you know. I mean, I think I've seen it through a lot of people, too. Like, I know some people that's been married, co-workers for 20 years, 30 years, so.
Now, would you say longevity equals success? That's a tricky one.
Longevity equals success in a marriage?
Yeah. The reason why I say that is that people could be in an abusive relationship for many, many years. And although they say you have been in a relationship for 10 years, but were there 10 years of abuse, 10 years of trauma, 10 years of not caring to your needs and all that?
Yeah.
Because, yes, it's great to hear 5th anniversary, 10-year anniversary. But is the relationship actually successful where I want to model my relationship after you?
So that's a tough one, man. Like,
I told you this is going to go deep.
Yeah.
Penetration.
And I don't even want to, I don't want to just say anything because that's a deep question you asked me. So I just want to ask your opinion first.
Okay.
And see where you at with it.
Sure.
Yeah.
What's my opinion?
On what you just said.
Have I seen a successful marriage?
Yeah.
Whew. Have I seen a successful marriage? That's kind of hard to answer because I have friends who are married, and I don't know the intimate details because I believe every marriage should have some boundaries of how much details you let in, any good, any bad, etc. So I don't know the intimate details that people are having trouble, but if they do, I know they do if it's really alarming. So have I seen to a degree? Yes. Like, for example, I have one of my coworkers that I mentioned to you about our previous podcast, and the reason why she told me about her marriage is that it's great, successful, and how they are together. They're reshaping how they are with themselves and how they portray themselves. Right? And that gave me hope that, like, shit, I want to find someone who wants to be a wife. So I gotta be the husband in order that so they want to be a wife. That's why if you check out my other channel, by design, not by accident, I am purposely trying to create a blueprint on how to be the one. All that jazz. Quick little plug-in. But yeah. So have I truly seen? Is less than a handful of how many successful marriages I've seen. And to my family, let's get a little more personal, a little deep. I can't really say for sure because, like I said, longevity doesn't always mean success, in my opinion.
So question to you. So if marriage lasted 30, 40 years, what do you think made it work?
So I believe what would make it work, being in alignment. Alignment is key. The reason I say that, let's say you're on purpose, right? Going after your purpose. If your purpose isn't aligned with your partner, there'll be a constant feuding of pulling and tugging from your purpose and your partner, and one of them got to give. It's unfortunate. That's why alignment is key. If we're all going that one direction,
Yeah.
perfect, you know?
Yeah.
Like alignment is a key for a longevity of a relationship, of a healthy relationship. And going back to faith, we're both striving to become like Christ-like, truly keeping God at the center. Therefore, if any turmoil, any drama, any arguments, we don't let the sun go down on us. So we will resolve the situation. Therefore, we don't go to be angry. Let that sin within us build up and end up having us do something that we will regret.
Yeah.
You know?
All right. So the next one is, what's the end goal of marriage?
Okay. So, what do you feel like is the key of a successful relationship that will last 30, 40 years? I know you may not look it.
Yeah.
You're not 30, 40 years marriage in, so this is something that you're striving to go for. So this is actually a good question to ask you.
So I think forgiveness is a big thing. Like, I mean, I'm not saying that forgive your partner I'll scratch that. Forgiveness is big, man. Like, I think you have to forgive, your partner in certain situations, because at the end of the day, they're not going to be perfect. And we're all going through growing, and when it comes to being married, like, we're going through that growing phase. We're gonna have things that challenge us and change our perspectives, and I think definitely there's gonna be a lot of disagreements when you're married, and arguments too as well. There's gonna be arguments. There's gonna be all these things that we don't even think of when we get married. It's just gonna happen, and then it's gonna hit like a wave. And you just got to learn how to forgive your partner.
Be a good forgiver.
Yeah, be a good forgiver and give grace.
That's the hard part.
Yeah.
I feel like not many people do give grace nowadays.
Yeah, no, grace is not gracing.
Yeah. It's like, I remember my pastor once said, because we're in the book of John, and he mentioned that Jesus came to give both grace and truth, right? And you can look in many aspects of this. You can look in relationships, look in politics. One side's full of grace, other side's full of truth, but it's both together. Yes, we give the grace of forgiveness. Yes, we give the truth that you also hurt me as well. Let's work towards a way to get back into harmony.
Yeah.
Yes, we fall short. Yes, we also got to understand that we live in a world with sins all around us. This is the devil's playground, people may say. So we also got to understand that. So we got to give each other grace, because it's needed. Okay, I like that, what you mentioned, being a good forgiver and giving grace, because we need that today. Because we're too quick to cut or block people off without giving grace.